Hey, good morning everybody. This is Eric with Eric's Garage AZ coming at you, and I have a really cool opportunity here today to meet with Ken Thorpe. He's got a beautiful copper colored Corvette, and we're going to do another episode of What's in Your Garage. So actually we're going to be in what's in his garage here, so let's see if he's home. Bud, I'm doing good, man. How are you doing?
Good. I'm going great.
Good.
Thank you for coming by.
Well, thanks for having me, man. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you coming by.
Dude, I'll tell you what, this car is off the chart, freaking cool. I mean,
thank you.
What year is this again?
This is 1966.
1966.
This year was the year that most of the C2s were produced. I think there were over 17,000, and almost half were convertibles.
Really?
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
Wow, that is very cool.
It's a popular year.
Yeah, no kidding. It is. So 1966 Corvette Stingray, and you said almost half of the 17,000 produced were convertibles.
Yeah.
That's a pretty remarkable statistic. I mean, look at this thing. This is just, you know, I ran into you at, wasn't it the Veterans Car Show?
That's right. Yes, out in Glendale. Yeah,
out in Glendale there at Westgate, wasn't it?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I saw this car and I'm like, we got to do a video of this.
That was
car.
a fabulous show.
Dude, yeah, it was, wasn't it? There was a lot of really cool cars here.
Yeah,
I understand you won an award there, which is really cool, so congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Why don't we pull it out so we can get a little bit better look at it in the sunshine here?
If it'll start, I'll pull it out.
Yeah, I hope it starts. Oh, here we go. You know what people love, Ken? They love cold starts. So let's go ahead and get this thing rolling here. Look at this car, folks. Here we go. You know what? That's what I'm talking about, man. That's some serious American horsepower right there. She fired right up, didn't she?
Yeah. Well, I started it earlier.
Oh, did you really? Okay, cool.
I wanted to make sure.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, it sounded wicked cool, man. So I noticed the first thing you do is pop the hood. So
yeah, I knew you probably want to look underneath there.
Well, let's take a look at this thing here, man. Oh my goodness! You know, I should get my sunglasses on because this thing is chromed out. Wow. So let me check this out here.
Yeah, this is a crate engine. This is not the original engine. This is a 427, 425 crate engine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
it's all chromed out. I mean, this thing looks great. Yeah. And it looks like the intake manifold is polished.
That's right. Yep.
Very cool.
They polished the intake.
And
so
it also looks like the headers are polished. Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow. And is that an air conditioner over there?
Went ahead and put in the vintage air conditioning. And it works great.
Does it really?
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Because living, here in Arizona,
that's right.
We need to have air conditioning that works great.
You've got that right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I don't drive it a lot in the summertime.
Right.
It's just, even with the air conditioning, it's just warm.
Yeah.
Just warm. So you don't enjoy it like you do in the winter time.
No, right now, this time of year.
This is perfect.
It isn't it though?
Perfect.
Yeah. He says, wait. He said it's perfect to ride in it this time of year, and I'm thinking, does that mean we get to go for a ride in this car?
Woo! That may happen.
Wow, yeah. I like the way you think, man. Now, is this an original color?
No, this is not. The original color was called Milano Maroon, which is a little bit darker than this. This color, I don't exactly know what they called it.
Okay.
I have the code, but I don't know what the color is called.
Is this a GM color?
I can't answer that for you.
Okay.
I do not know. But it's got a little bit of copper in it, and it just pops.
Yes, it does.
In the sunlight, it just pops out.
Let's kind of step back a little bit here and look at the way this bugger looks, man. Why don't you drop that hood and we'll get the better lines on it here. Look at how easy that went down. Look at this. Now, Ken, did you buy this in this condition, or did you do stuff to it?
When I bought it, I'll tell you a little story about this car. Maybe I should go back to the beginning.
We love the beginning.
I started out
in the beginning. God created Corvettes. I mean, probably not the truth, but pretty close to it.
I originally had a '62. I bought it unseen. It came out of New Hampshire. I got the car. I really didn't like the car. It needed some work. So I sold it and I bought a 61 Corvette, which I really liked, and it had the original. It was all a numbers car. And I had that for a number of years, and then I said to my wife, I'm done. No more Corvettes. I'm going to sell it. I'm done with cars. Well, I sold the car, and about 3 months later, here I am, looking at Auto Trader, looking at cars, and she said, I knew it.
Yeah.
So I happened to run across this car. It was advertised as an estate sale.
Well,
they had a picture of it, and I thought, well, that's kind of weird.
Wow.
So I called them up and I said, hey, I want to come look at the car. It came from Vista, California, over by San Diego.
Yep. Okay.
So I drove over, and come to find out, the fellow that was having it restored had diabetes, and he passed away.
Okay.
So the family had to sell it.
Right.
So they said, no more restoration. Get the car out. We're going to sell it. So everything was done on this car on the outside. Right. Completely redone underneath. Everything's restored underneath. The only thing
do you know if the restoration was a rotisserie restoration?
I think it was a frame off.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
frame off
cool.
restoration.
Right. Yeah.
The only thing that was not done with this car was the interior. So I had to go ahead and do the interior.
Well, let's take a look at the interior here. Sure. Now, this looks like, don't they call this like a saddle color?
This is saddle.
Okay.
I'm not sure if the 67s, I think, was just called a tan.
Okay.
Which was pretty close to this.
Right.
But this was a saddle interior.
Okay. Yeah. Very cool.
So I did have to upholster the seats.
Okay.
What they call is the hockey sticks.
All right.
Here, these things.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Hockey sticks. That's
that right there, right? That's what we're looking at right there.
Yeah, that's what they called it. So I had to have those re-chromed.
Okay.
Had new backs put on it. Okay.
Gotcha.
Let's
take a look at the interior. Let me open this camera in there. You had all this done here?
This was all redone. Yeah.
Okay.
I had to redo that.
Look at this, folks. I mean, this is just like really, really, really well done. My goodness. I love that steering wheel and stuff.
And it's got the telescopic.
The teak wheel?
Yeah, teak steering wheel. And then it's got a telescopic steering wheel.
That's pretty cool. Now, when did they come out with a telescopic?
I have no idea.
No kidding.
No idea.
Cool, man.
Yeah. And but the thing of it was, they did it right.
Okay.
They did everything right with this car.
Now, did you do the work yourself, or did you farm out the upholstery work to somebody else?
I did that myself.
Okay.
Everything I've talked about, I did myself.
No kidding. Yeah. That's a lot of work.
Well,
how tough is it to reupholster a seat?
It took a while.
I'm sure it did.
Yeah. But you know what?
Trying to dress spaghetti noodle, the stuff.
But what's nice is that if you go on YouTube or whatever, you can find out how to do this stuff so easily.
Cool.
Yeah,
it is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now this is got a convertible top, so this is where the top sits back in here.
Yeah, and one thing I really miss.
What's that?
The trunk.
Oh,
and
because you don't have a trunk in this.
There is, but when you have the top down, there's hardly any place to put anything because it's so tight.
You can't put golf clubs in there.
It'd be tough.
Yeah, but you can't maybe do an overnight bag or something.
Yeah. Right.
That's cool. Have you ever just taken this like on an overnight romantic cruise someplace with your wife, maybe up to Sedona for the night or something like that?
The only time I have taken it out overnight, we went to a Prescott car show.
Okay, super.
What's the history behind this is when they came out in &63, when they came out with with this style of car, the engineers were told you can have one of two things.
I'm going to go ahead and shut this door if that's okay.
Kind of slam it. There you go.
All right.
And they said you can either have independent suspension, or you can have a trunk.
Oh.
You can't have both.
I see. Interesting.
So they ended up with independent suspension.
Okay.
Where the trunk was, that's where the gas tank is.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, let's take a look at the styling of this. I mean, for Corvette purists, this is about as pure of a vet you get, right? Is it a resto mod, or is it primarily restored to near original condition?
For a purist, this wouldn't even rank.
Okay, is that right? Okay.
Yeah, because of the color, because it's not a numbers car.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. But it hasn't been like What I guess what I'm getting at is the fenders haven't been modified.
Oh, no.
It's got the same split bumper and the same really cool taillights here.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's nothing that's been changed about the styling at all.
Okay, let's take a look at the styling of this thing here, because a lot of people really appreciate these old school Corvette Stingrays.
Now, a story about the wheels.
Okay, story about the wheels. Go ahead.
These wheels are not the original wheels.
Right.
These are what they call bolt-on.
Okay.
So they won't come loose.
Okay.
Because they're bolted on.
Okay.
And this is the style that they came out with to replace the original spinner type.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, bolt-on.
All right, very cool.
So it's a lot nicer to have. I mean, they're not as expensive, but it's more safe to have these than the originals.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they still look really, really cool.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
You know, and then look at, we have the side pipes here, and you guys had a really cool opportunity to hear the engine noise coming out of the side pipes. I know you did because I recorded it. Look at this. 427 turbojet. I like this. This is just, let's take a look from up here.
Now you may also notice this has Gold Line tires on it.
What's that?
Gold Line tires.
Yeah, I noticed that. BF Goodrich Gold Line.
And
yeah.
what's interesting is that you could get Gold Lines in '66, but they were the bias ply.
Okay.
So a company decided to go ahead and produce the gold ply or the gold lines again, but you could get them in the radial.
Okay.
So,
very nice. So it handles a lot better.
Oh yeah, my wife and one of the other Corvettes, I had the bias pliers on that one, and she wrote in it and said, "I'm never going to ride with you again.
Right.
You get different tires, or I'm not going to ride with you."
Yep.
So we got
right?
We got the radio.
What do they say? Happy wife, happy life.
There you go.
I know, it's a lesson I learned a long time ago. Right, honey? I learned that lesson. She's like, yes, you did. Look at this. All right, so come here, Ken. As we wrap up here, is there anything else about this particular car that you want to share with viewers that just kind of strikes you about it, that you want to say, nana nana boo boo, this is my cool car?
You know, I think the biggest compliment I can get is people talking about the color. Even though it isn't the original color, they love this color.
Yeah, they do.
And what's nice is the combination, the saddle interior and so-called maroon exterior.
I'll tell you what, it's more of a copper color as far as I'm concerned. I mean,
yeah,
you know,
it does have a lot of copper in it.
Yeah, this is really cool.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you, we're going to look this way here. Ken, you are an awesome guy. I really appreciate it. This is Eric with Eric's Garage AZ, and I've got Ken Thorpe here. We have this beautiful 1966 Corvette Stingray 427. Gorgeous car. We're going to get to go for a ride in the car. In the meantime, remember, folks, like, subscribe, share. Peace out. Say bye, Ken.
Hey, good seeing you.
All right, man. All right, here we are. Ken, we're going to go for a little spin, man, right?
Yeah, we'll
All
take
right,
it for a
so
little
now
ride.
before we go, you were talking about the transmission. Now, what kind of a transmission is this?
This originally came with a 4-speed.
Okay.
But we've converted it to a Tremec 5-speed.
Okay.
And what makes this is beautiful when you go out on the road trip.
I bet it does.
Is at 2,000 RPMs, you're going 70 mile an hour.
That's pretty good.
So that's fantastic. And it has just the original 370 rear end.
Okay.
So
very cool. All right. I'll tell you what, man, I'm excited. Look at this. Holy crapola. Yeah. Look at that view out there, folks. I bet you never get tired of that view, do you?
no, never do.
Are you originally from Phoenix?
No, it came from Illinois.
Okay,
But
all right.
We've been out here since '72.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
So, for all intents and purposes, you are an Arizonian.
Well, I think so.
All right.
Yeah.
This is just awesome, man. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, buddy. Well, that's why we have them, right?
That's
You know
what-
what's saying Eric's Garage AZ land.
That's
Drive
what
it
makes
like
it
you
fun.
stole it, bitches. You know, you really can't ask for a better day for a ride, can
Oh,
you?
this is beautiful.
The temperature's gorgeous.
Perfect.
I mean, you know, it's not too hot, not too cold. Just freaking awesome stuff here. Sunshine, convertible, 1966 Vet. Life does not get any better than this right now. Look at that grin. Look at him grinning. You know, if I had this car.
Too much fun and not the grin.
What's that?
Too much fun, not the grin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I had this car, I'd be grinning too, man. This is just gorgeous. Hear that? You hear that, folks? That's beauty. Beats the heck out of any kind of music you could ever hear. People waving to us, giving us thumbs up. Actually, they're giving him thumbs up, and I just happen to be the lucky passenger along for the ride here, shooting some video. I hope you guys are liking this as much as I'm liking riding around in this thing, man. This is just absolutely off the chart. Cool, cool, cool. You know, we're gonna be pulling up in his house here in a second. But like I said, Eric with Eric's Garage AZ. And remember, folks, drive it like you stole it, bitches. Like, subscribe, share. Ken, thanks. Beep it away.
Hey, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
You bet, bud. Thank you.
Glad to have you come out.
Yep. My pleasure entirely. See you guys.